It's time for another episode of Better Than Wolves Minecraft with your host, me, Karnak Sam. In this episode, we will attack this son of a bitch who just busted down my door and did what? He's killing my chickens? Really? That's what you're gonna do with your life? No, that's not cool. Do not appreciate that. You are not welcome. Okay, so I put my fucking door back up. How the hell are they getting? How in the hell? They are not supposed to be able to get to that door. Don't get it. I do not get it. So anyway, I'm gonna have to fill this all in, so I might as well use some filler material. Yeah, fuck it. I don't care. I really couldn't give two rat's asses. Alright. I mean, I could give one rat's ass, but not two. Now, I'm gonna get myself some of that shit. Okay. Now, let us talk about what has happened in the past couple days in our game. First of all, we added on. Yesterday, we made our storage area, which we are not storing anything in right now. So this could be fun. We will decorate it and put all the stuff in there. And then we went over to, we're working on the mob trap down there, and the water for the mob trap comes from this water tower right there. And it's more like a rampart than a water tower, but that's okay. And so that's cool. Now let's go ahead and get ourselves some dirt and some, I'd say, ladders if we have them. Do we not have any ladders? Really? I don't have a ladder. Okay, I'm gonna make a ladder. And I think I have just enough to make 3 ladders. I don't need 3 ladders. I don't need freaking 3 ladders, god damn it. Okay. So, I've actually been online for maybe 15-20 minutes. And while I was online, I went ahead and looked at the output for the automatic killing machine that we have over there. And it looks like everything is really working good. So, if you remember what we were doing before we quit playing yesterday, why can I not grab? God, everything has to be so difficult in my life. I want to have an easy life. Okay, so I'll put this right here. That's good. Now I can just jump up. And we're going to make it so that it's fairly easy to walk around and get up. No jumping needed. Jumping's for losers. Oh, also yesterday, we made ourselves a really, really nice access way to the cow, sheep, and pig killer, which I'm really in love with. Really think it looks good. Now look at this output. Look at that. That is excellent. That is a lot of food. So we did really good on this, people. I mean, right now we don't even have to worry about adding more wheat this. Okay, no more sheep are being made. Cows are still being made. So, oh, it needs some, look at that. It needs some stacks, so let's go ahead and refill it with stacks. I'm only going to put enough stacks in here to fill it for a little bit. But yeah, this thing is working out really, really well. Really sustained drop rate. Pretty soon we're going to go ahead and cull some of our herd, and then possibly we're going to put away our cows and sheep and everything into like a sort of a repository underground where they can be saved, sort of like an ark, just in case anything bad ever happens. We don't have to be reliant upon our automatic killer. That way, if we need a cow or pig or sheep for any other reason, we'll have them. Now, I want to go ahead and get rid of this piece of shit. I don't even know why I had it. And let's go ahead and place this down and do the same thing. I don't know why I have leaves in my thing. Okay, with the mob trap, we don't want the mobs to know that they're about to die. I mean, killing mobs sort of depends on an absolution of secrecy. So, here we go. Uh-oh, no, you die. Nothing happened to me. No, I run away from you. Why does everything have to be so difficult? Okay, let's get away from, actually. Do I dare finish this? I dare. Already hear another fucking spider. Really? Where are you? Okay, I kill you too. Yes. Anything else? If it's not a creeper, I'm not worried about it. Creepers are the only thing that's gonna really mess my shit up. Okay, let's go ahead. I'm gonna ignore him. Watch this. Okay, and one more. There we go. Now let's go. Whoa. No. Now the first level of the mob trap is complete. Now what we're going to do is we're going to tower it up layer by layer, and as we do that, it'll start to give an output. Now the output is going to be small at first, and we still have to hook up the power and all that stuff. Like it's not ready to receive guests yet. Our little mob trap still has a ways to go. So let's go back in here and let's prioritize and think about what we're going to be doing today. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start moving all this stuff upstairs. First thing I want to do is, first of all, get fed. Now let's get our inventory emptied so we know what we're working with. And by the way, I'm gonna have to stop playing a little bit earlier today than normal. I've got something with my work today that I'm gonna have to do. I gotta show up for an inventory meeting at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So I'm not gonna be able to play as long as I usually do. Yeah, we'll just throw all this shit in here. Wood. And all of our equipment. Dirt. Landscaping stuff. And sticks. Okay, now. Let's say the first thing that we need to take up is gonna be our dirt. Thinking about something though. Actually, you know what? Let's don't worry about moving the dirt right now. The dirt, the stone, or any of that good stuff. Part of me wants to leave a lot of this stuff down here, But you know what? All these chests could be useful in a different way. So what we're gonna do... Where's a good starting point? Heck with it. Wood's wood. We're taking wood. Okay, let's take all this upstairs. Did I hear somebody go ploop? Okay, it's gonna start off on this side. We're gonna have like dirt stuff, things. I'll put wood in here. This will just be for oak wood and birch wood. You will see that we will actually be making plenty of wood types later. Now, no, actually, look at this. We actually need to have it like that. Yeah. Now this will be for this and all kinds of wood types like that. And because we don't have much other types of wood right now, this is going to be our catch-all for the other wood. Now, heck with it, let's take the dirt up there. I was thinking it would be nice to, for one thing, some of the stuff we have is not dirt. That's not dirt. This is... Alright, that's all the dirt. Eventually, we'll keep some stuff down there, just for what we need. Okay, dirt's gonna be on the bottom, cause, you know, dirt is the bottom of my fucking boot. And then we'll have piles and stacks down here. That's good. Let's see. Cobblestone we don't have much of. So we'll just go stone. All these stone variants we'll take 2. And all the stone variants we'll take up. Hey, wait a minute, there's probably other stuff we can take too. This entire chest right here needs to go up there. Well, we'll leave that. Oh, let's go ahead and get rid of that. Anything else we can take? Okay, well, I guess we'll take clay. Okay, let's get those stone variants up there. Okay, so cobblestone's gonna be right there. Regular stone's gonna be here. And the stone variants, well, that's all wood. Okay, the stone variants will all be down. Okay, stone's not going to be here. We're going to keep our clay materials here. Yeah, that'll work. First of all, we're going to have more clay in here than anything. And that means all these bricks and all that stuff. And we will also put gravel slabs, and our flint. You know what? I believe flint can be made into blocks of flint. Yep, we are going to do that. And Uncle Karnak Sam is starting to want a coffee, even though I shouldn't really drink a coffee, but I really, really, really want one. So I'm thinking I'm going to have one. Hell, I guess all my stone variants are going to be here. Thought it would be a bad idea, but I do need to have a cobblestone chest somewhere around here. Okay, this is, let's see, what kind of wood? Spruce. Okay, now. You know what we might do? We might move the wood down to this one, and then, okay, I'm going to put plants and shit starting right here. And I got dirt on the bottom. There we go. Let us okay, we're pausing the game, and the reason we are pausing the reason we're pausing the game is, simply put, we really, really, really want to make a coffee. Yes, we are going to make ourselves a coffee, and we're not going to think about it too hard. Oh, nice. Kitty. My cat is sitting up on a stool right now, looking at me with these beautiful eyes. She's my little girl. She's my friend. She makes me happy when I'm alone. I'm an old man with a cat. And she's looking at me like she wants to kill me. I have a very interesting thing with cats, and I believe truly that if they could kill me, they would. I'm not saying that I don't trust my cat. I'm just not turning my back. So, today in our game, I don't know if I want to set any kind of goal or anything. Getting the mob trap working is like the #1 priority, so I'd like to at least get the saw ready for the mob trap and get it powered and get it to a point where we'll be ready to start collecting some mob drops off of it. Now, the purpose for the mob farm, it's not just to get mob drops. Better Than Wolves fixes the whole thing of why make a mob factory if we've already got enough of these things. Well, if you've noticed, whenever you kill a mob that is wearing a piece of armor or has a sword or has, you know, a shovel or something like that in their hand, you get that item. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. You just get it. And then you can take it into your crucible like we have right over here, and you can melt it down. And just the same way that I did with my shears just a second ago. I don't want to melt that down. Hey, look at this. Okay, this thing's halfway done. We just sit here and wait for it. And we're going to wait for it to keep smelting, keep smelting, keep smelting. And when it gets done, we get our diamond ingots back. And then, if I can remember where I put my wood, because I just started sorting it out. Let's see, was it in here? Yeah. I can get another stick out of this. Then I can just plop, remake it. Now, of course, to do that, it took a lot of doing. A lot of work in the nether went into that. Fighting the blaze to get the blaze rod in order to craft that was not easy. Efficiency, could have been worse. But yeah, today we are going to be doing the mob trap. Now, mob traps, they obviously give you, you know, all the goodies that regular mob traps do in vanilla Minecraft, but you also get like a metric fuck ton of iron, and it's possible to sort all the items out through hoppers with different filters and through buoyancy, because items have different buoyancy in this mod, and because of that. And my coffee is done, by the way. I'm ready to sit back down and play a little bit. I've been craving this coffee today, dude, I'm telling you. And so we're just about ready to figure out exactly what we need for this mob trap. I'm going to go ahead and dig down. Let's see. I hope to God there ain't no mobs down here. See, all the mobs are going to fall down into here and be like, oh God, there's a thing that kills me dead. Now, they're going to fall into here. And this is the hard part, because I've got to find another water source. And if I can find another water source, or hopefully tap into the same one that's feeding it from above, hop, here we go. Alright, yes, this will work fine. As long as it doesn't keep... Let's see, wait. Before we do that, let me take off some of my stuff so I can swim. And, here we go. Let's find out where this water actually comes from before we decide to go all gung-ho and use that particular water. Okay, it looks like it's actually... Is it? Oh, perfect. It's not in the mob trap, and it doesn't affect the water flow. And just to be on the safe side, we will put it up like that. Yeah, we don't need no light here. Alright, the mobs will fall down in here, and they will be amazed at how fucked they are. And they will fall down in here. Now, I'm going to just assume that the mob trap the saw trap is going to be like right around here. But I might change that later. We're just going to go ahead and extend this the length of the water feed. Going to go ahead and light that up. Now, until we're done, all the mobs are just going to rain down in here. So, like, when I come back down here, we're going to have a fight on our hands. And now I got to figure out a way to put like an entrance way onto here, because we want to have very easy access, sort of like what we did with our cow, pig, and sheep killer device. We've got to come up with a name for that. Gotta come up with a name for our feeder slash killer, and I'd really like some help with this. Anybody? I see somebody's watching. Hello there. We've got the uh, we've got the friendly mob trap, our feeder device, our food machine, and I'd like to name it something that plays up on its simple yet elegant ability to destroy the hopes and dreams of animals. You know, like I love the fact that when they're born in that horrible place, that they already know that they're fucked, they're gonna die, right? And I just want them. Oh wait. Oh, this might not be a good place. Oh God, I believe we're underneath the farm. Shoot. Okay, well. Alright. Yeah, let's try this. I'm not gonna give too much thought into it this time. I don't want to mess up the farm. We all know how delicate of a situation we have on the farm. Oh, okay, here we go. Let's see, where are we at? No, I think I was wrong. I don't think we were. Ah, we were near here. Okay. Alright, so... Alright, let's get our bearings here. Okay, this about 4 or 5 blocks up from there. See where it would come up and see if it'd be okay. Yeah, it would probably be just fine. Just have to make sure that I don't actually mess up that stream, because that stream is what feeds everything. So we'll go with this. We might lengthen it by like 1 or 2, just so we're on the safe side. And you know, having a grand entrance to our mob trap is always nice too. We can make it look really nice later on. And I can put a slab there or something so that it doesn't keep dripping on our heads. Don't really like the drip. No, like it to drip. Okay, and we are near the farm now, so we'll do like a catty-cornered kind of entrance, and we'll figure all that out later. But for right now, this is good. Perfect. Now, let us go up here and see. Okay, my friend viewer, if you are so inclined, this is what I want to name, and I need your help naming it. Okay, we've got our breeder device. You know, I got like animals in gimp suits. They're sitting here. It works with like a PAL timer. It, you know, pops the little younglings off of here, and they enjoy what pathetic life they have until they grow up and they long to jump. As soon as they jump, they fall into a stream of water, and the stream of water, moving like the tides of time upon their life, they come down here to die. The only adventure that they will ever know is the stream that ends in their death. And this is the wisdom that they leave behind. So if you can come up with something to call this whole thing, and how the heck do creepers get in there? I thought we took care of that. Okay, the output of this is just really amazing me. I mean, just, heck man, it's even providing me wool. And I should probably put my armor back on. Yeah, probably. But I was thinking, like, you know, the dream crusher. Nah, too heavy-handed. Sounds like I'm trying too hard. The Bone Stripper. Mr. Bone Stripper. Obscure 80s reference, anybody? No? Okay. Okay, great. Okay, I got it. I'm a big fan of Logan's Run. This is Carnival. So I'm going to refer to it as Carnival. So if anybody knows and anybody remembers Carnival, this is Carnival. That pig is at the end of his life. I got to go harvest some wheat in the morning. Keep Carnival rides going. And probably would help my FPS if I'd go ahead and just kill all these pigs except for 2 of them. I don't need them anymore. Their relevance is gone. Okay, now, let's see if my... Oh yeah, good. Let's see if he's been leaving behind any poop. Man, he pooped forward. Did you see that? 8 pieces, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I'm happy with your performance, Mr. Wolf. But you know what? Yeah, you're a good boy. Stay in there. You get a better yield from wolves if you keep them completely in the dark, but I don't need any better yield. What I do need, however, is to go ahead and kill... Wait, I need to break these eggs and get these chickens. Now, I'm a bit of a perfectionist when it comes to throwing eggs. I feel like there's a way to do it and do it the right way. I also feel like there's a way to do it wrong. Oh, we're out of seeds. Need to stock them up. Okay, now you see I got some chickens down here, right? And what I figured is, okay, every time that you throw one of these, you get like a chance every tick for it to either have a chicken, not have a chicken, or the crazy amount of luck where 8 chickens are in 1 egg. Now, if you just sit here and throw it like 1, 2, 3, 4, you have very little chance because, like, you know, you're not feeling that. Like, every time you throw it, you have pretty much the same chance of getting it. But if you throw them like this, if you hold it down, then the game is basically throwing an egg at many more ticks in a row, right? And therefore, that tick where the chicken would be made, you have a much greater chance of getting a chicken. And you see, it's still kind of one-off. You know, like you don't get like 100% at all. But we got a pretty good number there. And automating this is going to be like this is going to be a little bit far off in the future. We're not quite ready to be thinking about that. We could, but we're not quite ready. Now let's go and get all these eggs made. There we go. Look at that. We finally have all the wool that we need. Got a creeper head. If I was on Amalga, I would place that creeper head somewhere and scare the shit out of somebody. Pretty good server, Amalga. Oh, wait, when did I get cobblestone? Oh, wow. I got that much cobblestone from that little work. Okay, my cat is meowing. She wants to go out. Okay, you really want to go out? Well, here you go, kiddo. There you go. Boom. My cat is like the daughter that I never had. Kind of a sad thing, but she's a rescue cat. Coffee's not as good without half and half, but it is coffee and it is black and hot. So, anyway, as I was saying, let me turn down this music a little bit more and minimize it so I can see if you guys are still watching. Anyway, the kitty, when we lived in Australia, my wife and I, we rented, and because you rent, you live by their rules, of course. And the rules that we followed were no pets allowed. Now, when I lived by myself, I didn't really have a lot of pets per se. Didn't really mind. I had like one dog at a time. Nothing special. Should I put... Leather's going to be its own thing. I'm not going to put leather together with anything else. Anyway, so I have a son who's special needs. He's autistic. And we figured that having an animal would be a very, very good thing for him. But especially a dog. Well, you can't have dogs when you rent, and that's all well and good. I'm going to put all of our wool in here. I'm going to sort it out by color. There we go. And each color will have like its own little thing here. Then I'm going to have all the other peaceful mob drops in here. And I've already got dirt. And I'm going to have a cobblestone chest. But to do that, I'm going to have to move over the wood. And the wood is over here right now. So now... Oh, and I'm very self-aware. I know that I say now like a lot, and I'm sorry. I'm trying to break myself of these ridiculous habits. I'm new to this narrating thing. So, anyway, we moved back to America in 2008, and I own my own land over here, and I have my own house, and we moved back into my property. And the first thing that we thought of was, oh my gosh, we can get a dog for the boy, this is great. And so we got a dog, a black Labrador named Champ. And Champ was a really good dog, a very good dog as a matter of fact. But it became apparent that he's too hyper of a dog for my boy, so like the whole point of us getting the dog was really for my son, but he's not a scary dog, but he's hyperactive, to say the least. I'm gonna go ahead and put all of the nether stuff in this one chest for now. We'll break it up a little bit later. Nether wart is not going in this thing though. So I had this dog that was not getting much attention. He was not getting much attention. And the reason is, my boy was scared of him. So, because we didn't have enough time to get around him and, have the dog be, loved and cherished and all that, we didn't want the dog to be alone. So, we got another dog for him. And now they're best of friends. They hang out together and, curl up together in the backyard, and it's really cool and whatnot. So, I've always been a dog person, no cats allowed. I always said, why would you have a cat when you could have a dog? I always said I'm never going to have a cat. Well, never say never. Because, you know what? This is going into sand. Sand is going to be like right in here. And that's pretty good. Okay, nether stuff is right. Where is it? Right here? Okay, I'm gonna put the nether wart in here. I'm probably gonna forget about that. I'm gonna come back in here and be pressing the button like, opening up all the chests and freaking out that I can't find it. Let's go ahead and finish getting all this. Oh, I can make some, we'll leave that for now. Let's continue clearing out these chests. We're gonna have a tool chest. That worked out pretty good. Is there anything else in this side here? There we go. So, absolutely no cats, right? No cats, no cats, no cats. And then, me and my wife, we go shopping at the grocery store, and we come back, and we're putting the groceries away. Now, we went shopping because we were expecting a winter storm. This was about 3 or 4 years ago. And so we're like, oh, and I'm going to put uh, coal, right, I'm going to put ground coal dust right there so that all of my nether coal ingredients are right there. Now, everything's going to wrap around here. Like, we're going from building materials to, like, plants, like special blocks, and eventually it's going to end up back over here with tools and finished food. So the first one up here is going to be tools. Any tool that I can think of that I might need, I will put in there. Some of these are just left over from the Stone Age that we had. Some of them are just like things that I want to remember things by. Bottles, the bow. We don't even use arrows. Yeah, so anyway, we are walking in, and something told me to go back out to the car. I don't know why. But I was like, okay, let's go back out there. I'm gonna, just check and see if I've forgotten anything. And of course, I had not forgotten anything. Everything was already inside. But as I'm walking back in, I see this tiny little piece of fluff coming through the yard. Now, keep in mind, people, that the sky's gray that day, right? I think we're gonna keep all of our wood items like in the chest that the wood is in. Like, so like all the oak wood stuff is going to be in with the oak wood, and all the birch wood will be in here too, vice versa, so forth and so forth. Well, the sky is gray. There's a biting cold. There's a little bit of frost on the ground, even though it's late afternoon. We're going to be frozen tonight. And I see this thing just jumping through the grass at me. And I'm like, what is that? I thought it was a thing of trash at first, so I was going to go out and pick it up out of the yard. And then I realized what it is. Oh my God. And I'm like, honey, we've got wildlife out here. It was a kitten, tiny little kitten. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like, it's a kitten. And my wife is all like, well, are you going to kill it now, or are you going to kill it later? Because, I can't stand cats. But I look at this thing, and it's like black and white patch marks. And tiny. Looks like it was the runt of the litter. And now I am the runt of a litter too. So I was a very small child. So kind of have a heart out for, things like that. And I was like, honey, we have kittens. I look over there, and there is another cat, this time a little bit bigger, coming, like, cowering at the neighbor's well house. So I put out my hand, and the one that's in our yard comes right to me, just bounds straight up to me and starts purring in my arms. And we loved each other ever since. Now, she had worms. She was in a bad way. We gave it deworming medication, and it pooped out like what looked like spaghetti. The poor girl would have died. No question about it. This would have been a dead kitten. And so, we had to take it in. There was no question. We'd been nominated by God to take care of a cat. And so we named her Cassiopeia, and we named the boy cat Orion. We're astronomy geeks in our house. And got Orion, who was the boy. We went ahead and got him a new house. We found somebody for him. We had to keep Cassiopeia. Just had to, man. She was just too good. And it's been awesome ever since. This is a cat that is so easy to live with. You know how most cats are just like precocious and like high maintenance, and they don't want to, give up anything for themselves or what. Like they're just, you know what cats are. I don't have to tell you. Good God, they're dicks. This cat is not a dick. Definitely part of the family in a way I never thought could be. So now we have 2 dogs and the cat. And the funniest thing about it is that the dogs are my boys and all that, but I feel a closer bond to that cat than I do the dogs. I think they heard me say that, which makes me a terrible person. Our dogs are great and everything, but that cat, dude, I'm telling you, there's something about that cat. Okay. We are sorting all of our food items by what they are. Whether or not they are like what they're made of. Now I'm gonna put all of our, let's see, this is for food, this is for plants, but in all honesty I think we should keep certain plants for a different chest. So let's do that. Here's my creeper oysters. Now mechanical equipment. This is going to be our mechanical equipment. I'm going to put it like this, leather, cut leather, scoured leather. Maybe I should put it like that. And then beneath it, I'm going to place the belt. So that's going to take care of that. I believe I have a piece of ladder for wood that totally belongs in here. Oh, and mechanical stuff. Where was that? Mechanical stuff. Oh, yeah. Let us go. And this is the main reason that we did this. Gotta get, like, some items are just gonna need their own things, like eggs, just gonna have to have their own chest. Now food is gonna be over here. Eggs right there. This is where all of our eggs will be, including cooked ones or uncooked. This is gonna be raw meat of all types. We'll make this meat in general. Okay, until further notice. That'll work. This will be portions of items that do not have anything going for them. Where is that? And I'm not going to lose track of this. No, I'm not going to lose track at all. Aw. And thanks, Candy Cane. And by the way, I don't know if you had a chance to look, but I think I did what you were talking about with the vine traps, unless I mistook you. Pretty sure this is what you were meaning. If it's not, then you got me on the right track regardless, because this upped their production so much. I put vine traps over here. Is that what you were meaning, or were you talking about putting them up here on, like, somewhere around there? I'm trying to get my screen smaller so I can actually... Yep, here we go. Okay, alright. Cool. Yeah, I didn't know that would help with passive mobs, and then like I've always done it for our mob traps, but never ever thought about for passive mobs. And good grief, it worked. They would fall in, but usually they were pushed in by another mob. But yeah, our mob trap's coming along too. I'd say like later on, probably before I go to sleep today, I'm going to be able to at least get the mob trap started. I gotta get some Vessels of the Dragon because I haven't had a chance to go exploring yet. I was hoping that if we had the mob trap near ground zero, like near the 0 point, then maybe the chunk would stay loaded, and while I was out exploring, it would give me some mob drops. So I don't know if it'll work. Oh my gosh, I think that's it on this side. And don't worry, I won't have to look around for all my stuff in to see what chests, because I'm actually going to put item frames up beside of them and have like visual guides, because I kind of know what I'm doing here, but like I'm one to forget that kind of thing. Like, I think mechanic stuff is right here. You know what though, honestly, we probably need a whole thing for just hemp, so we'll just throw all this in there. Oh, that does not belong in there. Actually, it probably could, because when I make the turntable, I'll need a clock. So yeah. And the ladder's going into that one chest. Let's go ahead and sort it out. I usually put all the gearboxes and things that gearboxes hook into, like down there. Hand crank. Never going to use that thing again. 2 chopping blocks. 3 pistons. I haven't even thought about what to use pistons for. Went ahead and put the mob trap, sorry, the farm doors on, but I just haven't done anything else with sticky pistons. There we go, that'll work. Okay, food. Did I decide to put all the wheat? Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah. Nether stuff right here. Gonna end up running out of room in that chest. You know what? Nether wart is coming over here to... Good lord. Yeah, it's gonna be absolutely imperative that I mark these chests. Boy. Got something like 42 chests. Oh, here we go. Yep. Actually, okay, bone meal has to go in here for the garden. Definitely that. But flour... Oh, nether wart. Why do I keep doing this to myself? There we go. Yeah, flour. And that makes bread. Gonna need that for pumpkins. And the hemp. See how absent-minded I am with this? Oh yeah, you know what? I don't think I've used the canvases enough. Can you walk through a canvas? Oh, oh, readily available food. I probably should keep that down here. This is where I'm gonna be with all my food, so. Okay, we're sorted out, I do believe. We got everything up there. Now, this will just be like a staging area. We'll bring stuff down here that we're going to take with us. Oh, whoa! As long as there's signs on the doorway, the canvas won't fall off the wall. Heck yeah. Oh, I guess since I'm waiting on all that, I could go ahead and just make some item frames and start figuring out how I'm going to place them. I'm probably going to go and do something a little bit more creative for the torches. Not a big fan of having torches. I might just put like glowstone in the floor. That has a chance of being really interesting. Okay, so because I have an inventory meeting tonight at 5, I went ahead and took my Ambien before I got home. I took it like on the way home, and my plan is to be asleep before, say, 8:30, 9 o'clock. And so it's working on me a little bit faster than I thought, but it's making for kind of an interesting game. I'm actually having kind of trouble remembering what I came up here to do. It was something to do with item frames, yeah. Now I have to remember, oh, okay, alright, if memory serves me right, I've got all the mechanisms over here and the leathers in here. Yep, okay. Now let's find out something else that I can't believe I don't know. I cannot remember for the life of me if I can use cut leather for the item frames. We're going to find out here in a second. Oh, come on. Oh. I was trying to explain to somebody at work today the whole idea of Better Than Wolves. And like they just said, oh, so it's Minecraft. And I said, when I started telling them, well, not really. I mean, you know, it is, but you know, it's kind of designed to kill you. And I just couldn't get these people to understand. And then they started talking about Skyrim, which I played and loved. Absolutely loved Skyrim. Did a couple mods for it actually. Had to take them down when they changed their policy on supporting the mods or all that. But I have an appreciation for Skyrim, so I don't want this to come off the wrong way. But they were talking about how amazing games like Assassin's Creed and Skyrim was, and they would just go on and on and on about this. And I will try to listen to what somebody says, and you know, usually I find something to like in it and whatnot. But it was like they really were talking about a game that they were trying to get me turned on to, but they were not even trying to understand the depth of this game. Like, they heard Minecraft and their brain just shut off. And man, that's a shame. There we go. I think there's a high efficiency. I'm gonna do the search for this on the Sargunster forum. Let's see. Item frame high efficiency in Google. That should give me the result. I mean, I could have done the smart thing and done Better Than Wolves wiki, but I never ever do anything the right way. Okay, high efficiency recipes, Better Than Wolves. I'm thinking there's one with shafts and cut leather. I could be wrong. It could have been one of those things that Flower Child kept on to make. Ah, yes, okay, he did put in that. And it has to be wooden molding. Okay, great. That'll work. Yeah. You know, Craft Guide, I've never used it. People love it though. That's where you get an item and then you like put it into like a special block or something and it explains it to you? Is that what it is? Because I didn't understand really how you got recipes off of it. The plugin that I used most was there were two of them. The first one that I used more than anything was the the Deco add-on, and loved that. There was some kind of conflict between that and Cherry Blossom Trees when I last played it, and it ended up just absolutely wrecking the heck out of my map. Oh, coffee's starting to get cold. It must drink faster. But when when they quit updating that, I just kind of moved along. I wasn't really prepared to keep waiting on them. I mean, I know the people that did that were apparently really busy with school and whatnot. And then the other one that I really liked, and it's an absolute shame because um, I have a funny feeling. I talk a lot about the Better Than Wolves drama. I'm really not trying to, but it was the oh gosh, A-Dub did that. Okay, I need 16. It was the Biomes of Plenty. And of course that apparently wrecked like tons of the gameplay aspects of Better Than Wolves. And he was, I think he kind of might have been up to no good. I feel like maybe he was trying to, uh, maybe just maybe he was trying to use the permission the Flower Child had granted him through. Here we go. Yes, this will be good. I believe he was trying to do it so he could reverse engineer a lot of the code so they could go ahead and do the Better Than Forge. But, you know, I mean, you can only go so much on that. But it was a really good add-on. It did affect gameplay, though, because there were villages absolutely everywhere. Like, you could just, like, walk outside and look around and you would see everywhere there would just be. Okay, let's go ahead and make. We're gonna make our saw. Craft Guide is pretty much just a menu where you can search all night. Ah, okay. Yeah, I've always kind of wished that I didn't get spoiled on everything right off because when I first started playing, I didn't rely at all on, what do you call it, the aspect of the game where you don't exactly know like what you're supposed to be doing. It's supposed to be all um, trial and error kind of thing, and so I kind of missed out on a lot of that. Where are my eggs? I bet you they're right here. Yes. As you can see, man, those chickens are doing a number on it. It looks a little bit off, but it'll do. Let's go outside. Oh, first things first. Oh gosh. Gonna make ourselves. Okay, leather. I'll keep that on me. This inventory meeting that I'm doing tonight is, I work in a warehouse that has about 250, 300 people on each shift, and I've been there for seven and a half, 8 years, and they're pushing me more into like a administrator role kind of thing. And one of the things they really need people to do is they really want people in the leadership role to be able to speak in public. And every once in a while, like I'm not very good at speaking in public. I speak in public a lot, like I narrate, which is to say that I ramble a lot. And the inventory side of this meeting, what is being talked about is that they want me to like encourage people to care about the job, and that means I'm gonna have to speak in front of people, and I kind of know that that's what they're up to, but we're getting free steaks out of the deal, so that's pretty good. They're gonna feed us. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, that's right. And I just happen to have oak wood, high efficiency, but you know what? That'd mess up my numbers on everything else. Okay, I got that. That's the kill trap. I'm also gonna need. Yeah, a lot of the monster behavior, it seems like it's been changed a lot more than is being talked about. I had a zombie yesterday that was pathing like you wouldn't believe. He was like working things out. I could almost see the gears turning in his head. Yeah, we're on the server that I'm helping my wife run. There's a dude who plays on there that's wanting to make a. It's not really an adventure map per se, but it is a. It is a. It is a generated world. Okay, I've got hoppers. Oh, I'm gonna have to make some gearboxes. Let's see. One thing at a time. One thing at a time. I'm gonna go ahead and use this and make some. Don't even need to cut it. Actually, I do. I'm gonna make about. Actually, I don't need that right now. But what I do need is I need to make some glue. And I think I've been smelting something here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, if I was discovering those recipes and all that by myself, I can't imagine. I'd probably still be. When I first started playing, before I started checking on the forum and whatnot, I was staying in the same place as soon as I spawned, and I would not go anywhere at all until I had enough food to like keep myself sustained for like, like ever. But the thing is, like once he started having mobs attack other animals and whatnot, it really made it, for me anyway, that I'll do my tree punching on the first day. If I'm really, really lucky, I'll be able to make like a stone axe and maybe a stone pickaxe and go around and cut enough trees to like make myself survive like through the night. And then after that, go out the next day, cut down some more trees and make like 4 or 5 axes, and then go out and hunt like heck. And even then, I hardly ever now have enough food. You really have to go hunting that first day to make it work now. So the nomad thing is really awesome. As soon as I get the first like level or 2 of the mob trap up and harvest the wheat and make the animal thing killer, once I make carnival loaded up again. God, it's getting hard to talk. I'm gonna go out exploring, and I'm gonna be looking for vessels of the dragon. I'm gonna be looking for potatoes, and I think that's it. I got a brewing stand, so I don't need that. And yeah, that's about it. Okay, now I gotta make myself just a couple. That's enough molding. Once I get enough bamboo and wicker or I think it's wicker that you use to make blocks of wool. I'm gonna make some red wool, and I'm gonna line this and make it look like it's like a red carpet kind of thing. But anyway, yeah, the person that my wife is um, hired to help us run the server, she didn't exactly pay him or anything, but he's like, he and I work really well together, and he is in the process of putting together this map that is sort of like a factions mod, but what it's really all about is every time that somebody kills the Ender Dragon, it gets reset. And let's see, I'm gonna have 15 this time. Okay, that's fine. And so we're using the Mythic Mobs mod. Mythic Mobs plugin. And I am designing all the mobs, and I made a lot of really good ones today when I came home. I made its base mob is a blaze, and the blaze is disguised as a villager zombie, to be perfectly honest. And it'll fly and like shoot fireballs at you, but I've disguised the fireballs to be like a special fireball that has particles coming off of it that makes it look like he's shooting, sort of like in Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening, where Agham shoots like stuff at you. And then I made a mob that is called the werewolf, and it's a mob. It's a wolf that comes at you and attacks you, but if it ends up being killed, then it makes a wolf howl, and then it kills itself, and then places a human in like its place, so it looks like it transforms into a human in a puff of smoke, and then it comes at you, but it can pounce on you from like 4 or 5 blocks away, and it has a special attack called Claw that whenever it hits you, the particles of blood, sort of like the placenta, fall into the ground in Better Than Wolves. So like it comes in and just starts hacking the heck out of you, and the only way to really kill it is to set it on fire. So, fire arrows and stuff like that. And it took like 5 minutes to do this, and I presented it to him, and we were getting really giddy about it. Okay, you posted your okay, 13 planks, 2 pickaxes, 1 axe. Now you're talking about like 13 planks, but you're not including the crafting grid in there, are you? Or do you mean like you only get 13 and you're able to do that? Oh yeah. Okay. Let's see. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, so yeah, okay, so you chop some wood and cut it and all that stuff. Yeah. Yeah. That's a really good strategy. Have you ever played on a server and seen how hard it is to provide like enough food if you have like say just 2 people in your party, and then like every person you add on, it's more and more like of a requirement for you to get out. Here we go. All right, let's make our water wheel. I've played on Amalga. Let's see. Played on another one. I can't remember what it's called. I haven't ever played on the official one. I didn't get into the Better Than Wolves servers until way later, like after me and my wife actually started getting into our server. Yeah, it really is. And the thing is, like, sustaining more people. like when I went on to Amalga, I got on there and like Amalga, I'm gonna tell you what, like the infrastructure they've got is second to none. Like all around in like the hardcore spawn area, they have roads going out and they have nether portals that have numbers on them above them, like in the side of the door. And that nether portal goes to the nether ruins, and that thing is just paths upon paths upon paths. And you can, you know what, I'm gonna cut. How many more of these do I actually need? Oh, and I should probably go ahead. Okay, while I'm talking about this, I'm going to be cutting stuff because I need to make some gears. I'm just going to go ahead and make 64 freaking gears. Their infrastructure is fantastic because, like, they have a guide that you have online that has, like, the maps that they've made. I think it was either Ray's Mini Map or they just took a picture of it from, like, Overviewer or whatnot. And it has, like, a key on it that tells everywhere on the map where the nether portals are and what the thing is. And you can like go in there and figure out where you are in relation to spawn, and you can figure out it, like if you die from hardcore spawn, you can just find that nether portal, go through it, and be done. That's the upside. The downside is all of the animals from like hardcore spawn have been gone for so long. They're dead. And so when you first start playing on there, you have no chance whatsoever of doing it like the actual way. You just don't have an option to follow the tech tree, especially the early game. And then like later on, like the people on servers are really gracious, and they are usually trying to help. So like as soon as you go on there, they're like, hey, you know, you need some iron, here you go, and they throw you iron. And you know, they're good people. That's how a good server is supposed to run. But like a guy comes on, and I'm thinking, hey, you know what? This would be easy. I'll go back. I'll go to the spawn, and you know, I'll buy my stuff that way. So I'll have to work myself into this economy, and you know, it'll be a whole different game. As soon as I said that, the person just shows up and says, hey, do you need some iron? And I'm thinking, well, yeah, but I'll get it myself. And before I even knew it, they threw me like 64 pieces of iron. I'm like, thanks. You know. So, but I still go on there every once in a while. Every time I go on there, there's somebody. So that's pretty good. I mean, they're fairly active. Okay, that's a lot of gears. That's good. I'm really happy with the CIT texture for the gears, how they stack up. Love it. Okay. Gears. I made gears, now let me make the gearboxes. I only need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh my gosh, look at that. 10. I need 10. An item frame and an item frame. That's interesting. Yeah, over here. Precious materials. Alright, 1, 2, 3. That's gonna be plenty right there. Probably gonna have to go mining again. Running out of redstone. I can always use some more coal at this point in the game. There we go. And 14 should be good. I've got plenty of axles. Those axles should be enough for right now. Yep, okay, I've got everything I need now to put it all up. I'll go ahead and keep the redstone on me. Yep, okay, down into the mob trap. Please don't tell me that every single mob and their brother has spawned, fell into the trap, and is sitting here waiting on me because there's no kill mechanism. Now this will be good. I'll have to make something that you can like it'll be here and high enough to look pretty, but that window will still be able to see the water tower and the farm. Because I know the water tower is kind of ugly. You can go ahead and tell me if you think it is ugly, but I don't know. I'm not a builder. I will tell you that. My building procedures are not that great. I need to be able to sort these items. So I gotta think about this. I'm gonna try it right here. Oh, wait a minute. How am I doing on... I want to think this out. Okay, when I come in here, I'll be able to have like a little viewing area. Yeah, that'll work. So now I'll make a place for the water wheel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, I'm not going to make a mistake that I usually make, which is not give myself enough room to work. I'm going to go ahead and go back here for the place for the water wheel. That way I'll have a little, it'll take more axles to do this, but it'll be worth it because I'll have more fluidity in what I want to make it. Like I'm going to want to power all these hoppers. And you can't power the hopper if your gearboxes are too tight. Oh, by the way, just in case you are wondering, if you ever enabled the gearbox drain, is set to default, where like every single gearbox loses a bit of power from the last one. I turned that off, and I should probably try playing it, turning them on, but it just, I don't know, it seems like it would create a little bit too much, what's the word I'm looking for? It would create too much, it would be needlessly difficult, and you would be placing like water wheels just about everywhere. Still though, it'd have to be interesting as heck. And every time that he enables a hardcore version, like against my will, I always end up loving it anyway. Okay, and now to find that water. Hey, wait. Was that as far as... Yeah, okay. Here we go. Turn. Yes! Perfect. Okay, now... So I don't want to step on that. And I'll leave myself enough room to work. And I will place... How many hoppers do I have? I have 3 hoppers. Okay. Probably going to end up not being able to sort this properly, but if that is the case, then that should catch just about everything. Oops. Shiny Mud, I actually am reading chat. The stream's coming through on me about, let's see here. It's not quite 60 frames per second, but yeah, I'm not playing without the texture pack, so. Yeah, I'm getting about 50 frames per second or so. Be honest with you, dude, it's probably my computer. Let's see here. Okay. Don't really need to make a viewing platform yet. So okay, you know what? Let us try. Okay, Shiny, tell me if it's coming through as more frames per second now. It doesn't feel like it on my computer, but I don't know. You tell me. This looks terrible. I can't do this. I hope it doesn't work because I don't like it at all. Hey, wait a minute. Hold on a second. I wonder if there's a setting in OBS that allows me to... Oh, dude, hang on 1 second. Shiny. Actually, I think I'm gonna have to stop. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna type this in chat just in case. OBS settings were actually set to 30. I've reset it, but I don't want to stop this stream. Actually, I'll stop. Yeah. Okay, folks, I'm gonna go ahead and restart this stream and see if we get a better thing. Because, like, on my computer, I'm not getting any more frames per second, but who knows, right? Okay, so